There's no like closing content or anything like that. No, there's no closing content. Closing has been rescheduled until further notice. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're going to be switching it up a little bit. We're not going to do a day in the life this time around. We're going to do a week in the life only because there's a lot going on and I don't feel like editing every single day. So I'm going to do a week just to kind of recap everything that's going on. And yeah, there's a lot going on this week. I have 2 closings this week. I have 2 weddings this week. Not only that, I'm flying to Detroit for a mortgage conference with my mom. She wants me to go and network a little bit more with other lenders and mortgage brokers and lenders and all that type of stuff. Not only that, we have a couple of listings that we need to get either rented out or sold. No, rented out. I have 2 listings now that are going to be going up for rent. That need to get rented out, and I have 3 that already have an application on it already too. So a lot of it is just making sure things are progressing as smoothly as possible. Some of them, they need to get ready for inspection, only because they're going through the Section 8 route. If you tuned into the last video, I'm working with a couple of clients that with the market being slow, the rental market, both the rental and the resale market are both a little slow this season. So I've been encouraging a lot of my landlords to rent out to Section 8. I have no problem with Section 8. But 2 of my 4 rental properties are on Section 8. So it's really just about vetting the right tenants. Everybody's going to mess up your house. So the way I see it is, just making sure that your vetting process is rock solid. So that's what we're going to be doing this week. Right now, the time is 11:34, November 18th. I've already gone to the gym. I've gotten my Chick-fil-A. I bit my tongue a little bit. I don't know how, but I guess the food was that good. But I bit my tongue already. And I've already did my devotional for today. Today's devotional was just about basically amidst all the things that go on in our life, as long as you trust God, things are going to be okay. That's all it was. I can read it out to you. Actually, I might do that. Let me read it out to y'all, what I read for today's devotional. So the title is Bring It On, and the verse is 2 Corinthians 11:25-26. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once I was pelted with stones. 3 times I was shipwrecked. I spent a night and a day in the open sea. I have been constantly on the move. I have been in danger from rivers, in danger from bandits, in danger from my fellow Jews, in danger from Gentiles, in danger in the city, in danger in the country, in danger at sea, and in danger from false believers. And then here's the actual devotion. So a TV program on the History Channel featured the world's most extreme airports. One that caught my attention was Hong Kong's Kai Tak Airport, which no longer exists. That was definitely a thrill ride for passengers and surely a challenge for pilots. If you came in from one direction, you had to fly over skyscrapers and then hope the plane stopped before it plunged into the sea. If you came in the other way, it seemed as if you were going to smack into a mountain. One pilot who flew plane loads of people into Kai Tak said, "I miss flying into that airport," as a pilot had relished the challenge. The Apostle Paul courageously faced many challenges. Christ's promise to Paul and to us is this: "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Like Paul, in the confidence of God's care, we can say to the next challenge, bring it on. Now, I personally haven't been the best at, reading my devotion every day, but now that I'm starting to get back into a solid routine, I can finally do that again. So my routine really just starts off with me going to the gym in the morning. I tried to go at 7. Today I went at 8. And it kind of delays my schedule a little bit, but I think as long as I still keep that same routine, I'm okay. And then now I am going to follow up on the closings that I have for this week. I have one closing that's going to be closing on Wednesday, but the loan is still currently with underwriting. And I don't know at this point if we're supposed to be closing on Wednesday. I don't know how possible it is for us to close on time. So I'm just going to reach out and see if we're still on plan for closing on Wednesday. So I'm going to follow up on that. I'm also going to follow up on my other closing that I have on Friday. And then I'm also going to schedule photographers for my newest listing for rent in Heartland, Texas. So we have that going on. So we have quite a bit things going on today. There's a couple of other things, but I'm not going to take y'all through every single thing, only because we're going to do a week in the life. So it's going to be small snippets throughout the day of what's going on. I'm trying to see if I can go to a Cowboys game today with some of my friends. The Cowboys are playing the Texans, and I'm a Texans fan. I'm not a Cowboys fan. So if you're a Cowboys fan, I have no words for you. If you're a Cowboys fan, I have no words for you. But Nico Collins is back. CJ Stroud, hopefully they get it together this time around. The O-line did great this last game against, who did we play last time? We played the Lions. Was it the Lions? But besides that, I think just our offense needs to score. We haven't done a great job scoring this year. So, yeah, we really fell short of the expectation that we had early this year. So, all right, so great news. Okay, so we had 2 closings set for this week. We had one in Lavon for Wednesday. I was a little stressed. And if you watched the previous video with the vlog, I was a little stressed because I'm actually going to Detroit for that mortgage conference I was telling you about. But at the same time, the house in Lavon was supposed to be closing on Wednesday. Now, typically, I like to be at every one of my closings just to be there with my clients. I know the feeling of not having your agent there, and I personally did not like that feeling. So I don't like leaving my clients with that feeling as well, too. So great news. They did get the clear to close today, but the client hasn't received the closing disclosure. And typically, you need 3 days notice for the closing disclosure in order to close on the house. And so since the original date was Wednesday, we're kind of already past that point. So they're looking at moving the closing date to either Thursday or Friday, which is perfect because I get back Thursday morning. So yeah, things are working out perfectly. I'm in the process now of getting the yard signs put up. So what I usually do with all my homes, I'm going to show you. It looks like we are going to be going to the game, so I'm going to be purchasing a ticket today. Our seats look pretty good. Here are our seats. Oh no. No, the tickets just sold. Oh my God. Dang. All right, here's the fit. Quick OOTD. Let's go. 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 I'm doing without you. We're at a birthday party. Ooh, we back. We back. This is Tuesday. The time is now 9:43. Hold on. I know y'all saw the Texans whoop on them Cowboys. I know y'all saw them whoop on the Cowboys. That was lovely work. Lovely work. Joe Mixon had 3 touchdowns. Our defense did well. We had a pick. Was it a pick 6 or a fumble 6? Whatever you want to call it. But we did amazing. The stadium was cool. Mind you, in the stadium there was a lot. It felt like a lot more Texans fans than Cowboys fans. I feel like the Cowboys fans have officially lost hope in their team for the year. Cowboys are trash. Cowboys are trash. So I don't want to hear from no Cowboys fan in my comments or anything like that. This is a Texans stand account. We've been trash. It's okay. We've been trash these last couple of years, but with the acquisition of CJ, we got D'Amico, we got Danielle Hunter. we got some good pieces around us. I'm excited for what we have to offer. We're still a very young team. So, I mean, we're not clicking on all cylinders like we initially thought we were, but we're still very young. So I think we still have a bright future ahead of us. We just got to get our offense together. Our offense is trash. Our second half offense is trash. Even though we scored yesterday in the second half, we still got to do better. We got to be way more efficient. Defense, of course, is always going to be top 5, but our offense is not performing like the way it needs to be. But, you know, definitely had a great time at the game. It was a great time, great vibes, everything like that. So I had a great time. Even though we work a lot, we also got to enjoy the money that we make. So I like my Texans, so I'll spend money on that. Had a great time. Now, itinerary for today, I'm about to head home now. The time is 9:45. I have a listing appointment, which is really not too far from me, at 10:30. And then I have to get on a flight, I'm taking a flight to Detroit for a mortgage conference. So I'm going to be doing that. I'll probably leave the house around 1, get to DFW around 2, and then my flight's at like 3 o'clock, 3:30, somewhere around there. So just wrapped up the listing appointment. Right now I have some salad with me from Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna try and get all of this work done at least before 1 o'clock so I can start heading towards the airport. Still haven't packed, by the way. But the listing appointment in general went pretty good. We didn't really talk much about real estate, like the whole listing process. I told her what to expect from start to finish and a lot of the different stipulation or rules that we're going to have that come with this listing. But it was really just more so getting to know each other. She's going to be up and moving to DC to just kind of explore while she's young. She's a very young homeowner. I think she said 26, 27, can't remember. But amazing accomplishment for her. Even just buying a property, even having the awareness to buy a property that young is very commendable on her end. So she's going to be renting out the property. Inside the home looks amazing. I probably complimented her like 4 or 5 times on her home because it was just so nice on the inside. She kept it like very nice and like maintained. The decor looks nice. If I remember, I'm gonna put a link in the description so that y'all can go and see what I'm talking about. But yeah, she did a great job on the house. So right now, I'm gonna work on the listing agreement, get that signed. I'm also going to pay for the photographer for tomorrow. I also need to order a photographer for her house, the listing appointment that we just came from. And then I need to pay for these signs that I'm going to put up on the closing. So yeah, I'm going to be locked in probably till we get to the airport. So I'll probably pick it up then. But yeah, I'll be eating and snacking until then. Peace. Just landed in Detroit. The time is now, I want to say 7:30. I don't know. But yeah, we just landed. I'm gonna go meet my mom, and then we're gonna head to the hotel. Now, do people willingly come to Detroit? I feel like the only people on the flight were like people that were here for like work or like mortgages. I kept hearing mortgages on the plane. But I don't think people come to Detroit for anything. There's nothing here. If you're from Detroit and you're watching this, let me know, what is there to do out in Detroit? Where are we? Where are we?
We're in Detroit, Michigan.
All right, so welcome back. So tell me why these people got me in like the corner next to the vending machine and the ice machine and the first floor. Like, they got me in like the worst place possible. So I'm staying at the Kingsley right now. Just about a 45-minute drive from the airport. So I'm gonna go in now. I'm gonna show y'all the room. The room, it's not too shabby, not too shabby. It's a standard Hilton product. Nothing too crazy. slight upgrades here and there. Some slight. And then we got the mirror with the lights. Double beds. We got the game on. Boston is winning. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, good morning, good morning. The time is 7:34. To today is hosted by UWM, which is United Wholesale Mortgage. And if you know anything about them, I think their main thing is partnering with independent brokers. So not really going with the retail brokers like your Rocket Mortgage or your Chase Bank or your big banks, but really going with independent mortgage brokers like my mom. So everybody that I'm going to be meeting today are all independent mortgage brokers. They're all people of color. So it's really just about finding how we can help more of the people of our communities achieve homeownership, especially in a time now where things are very unaffordable, if we're being completely honest. So curious to hear what they have to offer today. Don't really know what to expect. It's the first time they're actually doing something like this as well too. So curious to see how it goes. This is my outfit. Nothing crazy. But yeah, so we're supposed to be doing Topgolf after. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take my camera in there because it's at a company's office, and you know how companies are when it comes to like privacy and stuff like that. So I'll keep the camera in my bag while I'm there, but I probably won't be able to pull it out and record. So I'll probably tag up with y'all when I get to Topgolf because we're going to be doing Topgolf after. All right, so we're here at the conference right now. They're just not starting off. We're at their weekly sales meeting. So we're just ready to send your seat. So the same way.
Hey, good morning. So we're right here at UWN in Michigan for the Black Mortgage Professional Alliance, for the launch of the Black Mortgage Professional Alliance, where we're coming together to see what we can do to enhance Black homeownership in America. So stay tuned.
Guys, welcome back. Man, it's been quite the day, not gonna lie. Just getting back to the hotel right now. The time is 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock on the dot Eastern time. Did quite a bit today, actually. Learned a lot. Heard some great people speak today. People from the billionaire Matt Ishbia over to Matif Cleaves. I forget his name. Dang, I forgot his name. Heard from a lot of great people, but then also understood the reason why we're actually here. Because when I got the invite, because I know I told y'all my mom, she wanted me to go with her, and I thought it was just a conference. I honestly thought it was going to be a conference. It was more of a launch of this new organization called the Black Mortgage Professionals Alliance, and essentially their main goal is what are we doing to decrease the wealth gap, whether it be education, whether it be access, whether it be, I forgot, they had like 4 different pillars for us to, that they're championing with this whole organization. And so they have a mission on what they're trying to do. So their first conference is sometime end of February. And so we are almost like the first pilot group, and what they want us to do is to be mentors and to help educate people, especially those that are getting into the industry for the first time,
because a lot of people, they didn't really have the help or the network or the knowledge when it came to being a professional. But not only that, when it goes to educating their clients as well too. So when it comes to home ownership and wealth building and things like that, it all comes down to the information that you have. You won't be able to tap into resources or tap into programs and things that you can do to further yourself if you don't know that it's out there. So a lot of what they were talking about today was, what can we do to get the word out there? And I personally, I do that through here, through YouTube, through Instagram, TikTok, marketing myself on those platforms. And so that's what I really resonated with when it came down to, everything that they were talking about today. They have a... Okay.
Now, I have a property that me and my wife will live in right now.
Okay.
But then that property was bought in...
or prohibited by law.
So if you like this clipping, let the people talk and do their thing.
So I am on the way home right now, and I know you're probably thinking, wait, weren't you just getting ready to go to like closing? There's no like closing content or anything like that? No, there's no closing content. Closing has been rescheduled until further notice. Why? Might you ask? Miscommunication. At the end of the day, it comes down to miscommunication. So here's a breakdown of exactly what happened and why closing got really delayed till tomorrow. Technically, it's not delayed. It's just we haven't been funded yet. So all the docs have been signed. Everything was good. We're just waiting on funding. So what happened was my client is getting a gift from a couple friends, with closing. A couple friends, they want to bless her. She's getting a gift. And so there's a lot of things that need to happen before you officially get the gift. You have to verify, make sure all the funds are good, maybe make sure nobody's scamming, nothing like that. And so, a couple of days before, she reaches out to the salesperson and says, hey, here's the cashier's check for, the closing. What am I supposed to do with it? And she was like, oh yeah, go ahead and scan into our system. This is the builder, mind you. So she scans it in on their platform. And so the client thinks that, oh, well, that's pretty much it. That maybe they're able to like how on like the Chase app. I don't know if any of y'all use Chase. You can scan your check and it'll like collect the information and deposit the money. I'm assuming my client was thinking that was the case with this builder, that once they scan it in, everything should be good and she's good to go. But that was not the case. She actually had to bring a physical copy to closing, and she did not know that, and the salesperson did not really communicate that as well either. So basically, they didn't have the money for like closing costs. All the cash to close was not there. They needed the rest of the money. So what's going to happen now is that she's going to reach out to those friends and have them overnight the checks that she needs in order to close. So instead of closing today, we're actually going to close tomorrow. Now, if you know, you don't get your keys until you fund it. So, we went over there, we talked for a little bit about the situation, what happened, and it really just boiled down to miscommunication at the end of the day. I don't think it's a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. It's just, once again, miscommunication. She was a little stressed about it. And of course it was an inconvenience because she had to get off work. She works nights. So her, getting up, getting out of traffic around, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., excited, ready to close, brought the daughter, brought everybody with her. She wasn't able to close, so it was a major inconvenience for her. But I just let her know that, hey, it's not too big of a big deal. Just trying to make light of the situation because I could tell she was kind of frustrated about the whole situation. But yeah, we're not closing today. I'm gonna go home and change and get back to work again. But yeah, this is real estate. Like a lot of it, like when I say it before, it all comes down to communication. It really does come down to communication and how you convey information to your clients. Had she had known that she needed to bring the money to closing, then everything would have been fine. Would have been closed, would have been at the house. Mind you, I got some signs installed on her house because I do that for all my clients. So I'm probably going to have to extend that to maybe tomorrow. No, another day. just so that she's able to see it when she goes to the house. So I'm gonna still keep it up there. It cost me a little bit more money, but hey, you know, it's okay. But yeah, going home. No closing today. We do have closing tomorrow though, so hopefully the timing works out between like when they close and when this new one closes. But yeah, hopefully everything goes good. All right, so this is what we wearing to the wedding.
This girl I wanna tie thoughts, my dreams and experience. If you wanna feel inside.
Very. On the way. Let's get it. Morning after, crazy night. Such a great union. Seeing the Yoruba land and the Igbo land both collide, it was amazing to see. So shout out to Jamila and Wes for an amazing union. I pray nothing but success, nothing but fruitful love, blessings throughout the relationship, throughout their marriage, and wishing them nothing but success. So we have a closing in about an hour at 12 o'clock in Irving. So I probably need to leave in probably like the next 30 minutes or so. I still haven't showered yet. I woke up today at like 8:30 a.m. Kind of slow. We were out to like almost 3 a.m. Got back at like 3 a.m. So yeah, really haven't had much sleep. Just woke up and got back to work. Got a call, not a call, but a text from one of my clients. So we have a tenant for Section 8 that's supposed to be moving in to today. She does not have her security deposit. Tell me why. She said, hold on, let me read it to you. She said, good morning. My paycheck is lost in the system. It was supposed to deposit this morning. They are putting a tracer on it. When has a check ever been lost at a bank? How does that even make sense? The landlord had reached out to me asking me to intervene, and my whole sentiment about the situation is we're already getting paid from Section 8. You're not going to move in until your security deposit is paid. The reason why it's also important with Section 8 is because most of the time in Section 8, the tenants don't pay anything. So usually if you don't have any skin in the game, most people treat your property anyhow. So what I like to do is get that full security deposit up front, and then also have my landlords, or I instruct them to, hey, make sure you check on the house every month or so just to make sure things are going okay. It doesn't have to be like a, martial law type of thing where you're the military or something like that, but just on some, hey, just coming in to check on the property, how are things going, walk the property with them, things like that. And as long as you notify them up front that this is what you're doing and you do this consistently, then they're going to be ready for it. You have to train your tenants, to be how you want them to be. Probably we've been going back and forth since almost August, September. In the beginning, she was trying to negotiate her security deposit. We said, no, you can get the first amount prepared, because she was like, oh, can we split the payments? I was like, yeah, we can split the payments, but all the payment is going to be due at the time of the lease. We're not going to split up the payment and say, oh, I'm going to pay you after, because who's to say that she's going to pay me or pay us, So we got another client that reached out today. Shout out to my referral agent in Houston, Danny. He sent me somebody who's looking for an investment property. Also have a client that reached out today about homes. So he sent me in a pre-approval previously, and then he's currently going through my mom to see what rate she's offering as well too. So I was kind of waiting to see how things shook out with her before I started sending him homes, but he asked if he could go ahead and start receiving homes because he plans on making a trip down to Dallas soon. So no problem, that totally makes sense. So I've already sent him some homes. Now the challenge with him is he's looking to be around $2,700 a month. He's looking for a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom home, 2-story with a game room upstairs, and he wants to be within 20 minutes of downtown Dallas. Now, typically, that's not really an issue trying to find all of that, but the only issue is the location and being 20 minutes from Dallas. Usually you're gonna have homes that are existing homes. You're not gonna have a lot of new homes, which means you're not gonna have incentives and buy downs and all that, which means you have to buy with today's rate. Today's rate is probably around 6.7, 6.8, and today's date is November 2nd or the 22nd at 10:55 a.m. So rates change all the time, but at today's rate right now, we're looking at houses around $300,000, and the best you'll probably find is a solid 3-bedroom home, but upstairs and downstairs, maybe not. So I have another landlord client that reached out today asking if there's any application on this house. It's for, so remember the client that I just told you about that had the whole Navy Federal situation? So their neighbor saw me rent their house out, and so he wants me to rent out their house. So I've been working with him probably for the last 2 weeks or so. We haven't gotten any applications yet. He asked for way too much money in the beginning, like $2,400. He wants to list the property for $2,400. I was telling him, I mean, essentially we're being too greedy, that we need to be at $2,200 at least in order to get this property rented out. So now that we put it down at $2,200, we begin a little bit of interest, but most people don't really like the house. People have a lot more options. Even Section 8. Section 8 here in Dallas, they have a lot of options. So, you know, rental market's kind of slow right now. So have people reach out, I'll just direct them to all my other listings just to kind of still keep the exposure going and get my properties rented out. Finished writing the letter. Pretty long letter, honestly. We had a pretty close relationship throughout this whole process, and she went through a lot. I can't lie. Like we looked literally all over Dallas. Yeah, we looked all over Dallas. It was kind of crazy. And so this letter really just summarizes almost everything that we've been through, from, you know, just looking all over the place, to some rejections, to some people trying to cut me out and her staying loyal to that. Us eating at Lola's, like trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Advising her, like when she was trying to move from New Jersey down to Dallas and she was thinking about renting. It was like, we've been at this for a while, like since April, I believe. So the fact that she finally closed on her home in November, you know, just, you know, speaks volume to her dedication. And that's part of what I put in here as well too, because a lot of people would have given up. Like I had a client, I'm not going to say which one because it's kind of recent, but I had one client that it was just a couple of loan documents and she started to get a little frustrated. She was thinking about leaving, wanted to cancel the contract. And it's like, they're just asking for documents because, you know, this and this happened. But, you know, run into somebody like this lady here, and her dedication was very commendable. And so that's what I just let her know in this letter. And yeah, just a couple prayers, wishing her good luck on the house, and then, you know, hoping everything goes well from there.
Same thing as your closing disclosure. It's just broken out in a different way, but it comes down to this.
At the end of the day, you found something that you liked. So that's what's most important. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, a lot of agents don't because that reason, but
even though they
yeah.
shouldn't, I mean,
Yeah, they
you know,
shouldn't,
it's
yeah.
unprofessional, but they won't just take you to their homes.
Yeah.
You know, and for buyers, like you said, just let people know. You have to know how to say it, in how to
Deliver, yeah, professional.
Deliver it,
yeah.
professional. And I am glad that the way you are doing this business, and you will go places. You know.
Bruh, there's a lot going on the way to the house now. Still need to go back home to pick up Drogo, pack, and then drive down to Houston. And I really don't want to be out too late. It's gonna take me 4 hours. The time is already 2:30. So, oh no, it's 1:30. So yeah, but I just want to get on the road sooner rather than later. The newest.
Oh, this is so good.
The newest
Oh man.
homeowner in town.
Oh man, this is so good. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, wow.
No problem, no problem.
Thank you. Oh man, I appreciate this. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Yeah, we take picture.
Take pictures.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh man.
All right, let's go.
Thank you. 7 months or so. So it's a relief. I don't even know the adjective to qualify how I feel, but I'm so glad that I have a home.
Yes.
I was planning and I hoped for something else, but then it doesn't even matter. What matters is I have a home. I don't have to go pay rent, you know, and then the equity is building, you know, and it's a very nice investment property too.
Correct.
You know, so my plan is by God's grace, you know, when I move on, I can rent this place out. But for now, I don't have to pay rent, you know, and then I can stop paying for the storage and bring my things here. So I really, really want to thank you for your help, and I would definitely recommend you to everybody I know for not giving up and giving in, because I know it's been crazy. The journey, the travel, the everything, the excitement, and then we'll be deflated, you know, a number of times when we'll be excited, and then, you know, and all of that. But thank you so much.
No problem.
That, you know, and keep it up. I just want to say that your attitude, your work ethics, your professionalism, it's, you know, it's just right on point. So just please keep it up. You know?
Thank you.
And I know you'll go places, you know.
Thank you.
By this time next year or year after, when I'm looking for a home, I hope you will be available, because by then you'll be a big man. And you will say to me, oh, talk to my boys. Because you'll be so busy that you won't have time for, you know. So yeah, thank God. And, you know, for you leaving the corporate world and coming here, you made the right choice.
Thank you.
You know, and you go places, I can see that.
Thank you. So one question I usually ask a lot of homeowners once they've closed their house is, you know, if you were to give advice to somebody who was buying a house for the first time, what would you tell them?
Oh, wow. First thing is, from my experience, okay. Well, and I think for me, the first thing is, know how much house you can buy.
Yeah.
That's the very first thing. Don't assume, because I was coming from the East Coast, I assumed that property houses in Texas was a lot cheaper than it is. I'm finding out it's not as cheap as that.
Yeah.
So do that first. Make sure you have at least pre-qualification or something, so you know exactly how much house you can buy. That's the very first thing.
Very first, okay.
You know, so when you know that, at least then you're looking for that. And then from my experience, don't take a cut in salary and expect to get a house, because that's what I did, you know. So all those things matter, you know. So yeah, so that's a good advice. Do your pre-qualification so you know exactly how much home you can buy, so that you're not just going around and looking at what you like. You know, looking at what you can afford.
You're right. 100%.
Okay. So that's my very, very, very first advice. And there are a lot more, and then choose an agent who is not only an agent, but who is also kind at heart, and who is willing to go that extra mile. That's very important. You know, the times when I've given up and you've told me no, when I've told you no, that's it, I'm going to rent.
I remember at least like maybe 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, 4 or 5 times.
You know what, David, this weekend
I'm like, if I don't get it this weekend, I'm done. You know? And you'll be like, no, I found something. Oh, I found something. Let's go check this. Let's go check. And I think every builder in the Texas area knows us.
No, yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Because we're going everywhere. I'm glad that we didn't give up, you know? Yeah, so thank you so much.
Yeah, and I thank you for trusting me as well, too.
It
also takes trust on your end as well, too.
I know,
to make sure I'm guiding
you.
you.
And because in this industry, you know, the times when I've gone by myself to the builders will say, oh, are you here? Are you here by yourself? I will say, no, I have an agent. He's not here with me, but I have him. And this guy, Michael, told me, he said, oh, I'm not allowed to do this. I said, well, then I'm going to have to come back. I said, because I have an agent. And then he said, oh, okay, let me just see if I can do it, you know? So yeah.
So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your new home.
Yes.
Wish you nothing but success, favor, blessings.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, my fault, guys. I definitely forgot to record any part of the listing appointment that I just went to, but it was a great conversation. Actually, a very good conversation. I don't know. A lot of my more recent listing appointments with people that have like met me on social media have just been like more of like conversations. Like we just, talk about just like life, and it's not really just about the listing, which is, I think it's kind of cool. Like a lot, it's like something that people don't really talk about when it comes to like posting on social media, and like people already feeling like they know you already through social media. I'm actually about to talk to a guy now. Found me on TikTok as well too. He posts TikTok content as well too, and we're like, bro, it feels like we're boys, like, and I've never met the guy in person before, so I think it's just kind of cool, like how like content works and how you develop these like almost friendships with people that you haven't even met online. Even when I was at the wedding yesterday too, there was some people that like said, "Hey man, I love your content, bro." Like I probably had like 4 people yesterday, all tell me like, "Oh man, I love the content that you're posting. I love what you're posting. I love the real estate content." Like different types of content. It's like, damn, like people be watching. Like even though like some of these people like may not even engage with none of my posts. Like I wouldn't even see. Like usually like I'll see who likes it, and I'll like look at the profile and things like that. Like, oh okay. Like some of these people I've never seen like a single video, but people be watching. So post the content, man. All right, guys. So the time is 6:06. We have a 4.5-hour drive to Houston, which means I'll get to Houston probably around 10:15 or so. To Drogo, look, say what's up. All right, Drogo, say what's up.
Aspect, yeah, I understand. Okay, so we still do have quite a few balloons left unpopped.
Open up the next door, jump on in.
Damn, how boy feeling?
Ready, man. Come on.
Man, how boy feeling?
I'm ready. Shit, it's my wedding too.
Shit, damn, crazy.
Somebody help me.
What's up? What you need?
So this is gonna be all the formalities, all the I-dos. Shout out to Tai Mariam for tying the knot. We're finally here. It's been what, 13 years? Knew them since freshman year in college. So it's been a long road seeing them grow together. So shout out to my boy, shout out to my girl. Let's go.
Can we, anything good with the bow tie? I asked the same question. The reason being is, hold on, we doing this side. Hold on, make sure you cop that out, okay?
Oh yeah. Hey.
She will.
I know, Mariam, I've been married, you're not begging.
I am begging.
Mariam, for the talk time, I'm going to.
So I'm getting to the last few seconds of this SD card. So, bro, why are you making noise? I'm recording a video. Help you, bro. Can I help you? What? What'd I do? What'd I do? Relax. But yeah, today's Monday, so I actually skipped yesterday just because, man, I left everything in my car from the night before. All the clothes, the tux, my bag, I left it all in my car. I did not move a muscle yesterday. Like, all yesterday was just recovering from this whole, not even yesterday or not even the wedding night, but the whole week. The whole week has just been crazy. So my knees are on fire, my feet were on fire. Like, it was a lot going on. But we're finally here. I'm probably gonna start heading back to Dallas now. The time is 9:48, so time is moving. So I'm probably gonna head out. I'm gonna leave my dog in Houston with my family, and then I'm gonna go to Dallas, get things packed up, ready to go. I like to clean my house before I leave, especially for a long time, and I definitely did not clean my house or my room before I left. So I need to do that. I need to follow up with some clients. I have some listings appointments that I need to take care of and at least sort out. And then I'll probably head back. Probably Wednesday. I'll probably head back to Dallas and then spend like a week and a half here in Houston just to be with family. And then then I have a presentation to prepare. So every year we have an end of the year brokerage party. Really just to commemorate all the agents for their hard work. So my parents already told me that I'm going to be talking. So I probably plan on talking about like the future outlook for 2025. That's what I did last year for 2024. So I'm probably going to actually make a real video out of it once I put everything together and do my research and put a whole, presentation together. Then I'll probably share it with my YouTube people, my YouTube family as well too. So I'll probably do that as well. But I appreciate y'all for rock with me through this weekend of life. As you can see, life is busy. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of things you need to be at. So, whenever you work with people, just have grace for them because you never know what they're going through. You never know, what other commitments that they have as well too. So give people grace. And that's the end of the video. I hope y'all liked watching this video as much as I liked making it. And if y'all really like it, let me know down in the comments if y'all want more of this content. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Till next time. Peace.